Welcome to my channel. My name is my name is Emmy. Oh shoot. Wow. Okay. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. Wow, that was interesting. That was definitely interesting. So here goes. I asked what this reading was going to be about, and what I heard was the way they see you is changing. So, the way they see you is changing. All right. Forgot my name for a second. Forgot my name. All right. Let's pull some cards. How are you guys doing? Wow. And then I feel lots of emotion coming up. I don't know that it's my emotions. Just like lots of emotions. Lots. Lots. Alrighty. Final deck. Alright. Let's get started. Sorry, guys. My lips feel like they're going to crack. So, this is empty. Air is super dry. All right. Let's get started. Remembrance, ancestors. So there's something that you're being reminded about. I feel like it has to do with your past. I feel like it has to do with family dynamics. I feel like it's a cycle that's being allowed to repeat simply because it's something that's needing to be observed or studied on a much deeper level. Whatever dynamic this is, this family dynamic, it's definitely something that is affecting your current cycle, your current learning pattern. And I think maybe what you need to consider is how things might be repeating, or how things could potentially repeat if you don't say or do something now. Like, ASAP, within the next few days, address something. I don't know what needs to be addressed, but it seems like something needs to be addressed. I don't know if it's with another person or if it's something that has to be addressed within yourself. So, feminine. This has to do with a struggle that internal goddess is experiencing, right? I'm wondering if maybe her perception is changing. And oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. Okay, so death card in reverse. This is telling me it's going to be further drawn out, right? It's going to just drag on. I'm wondering, okay, what if these two cards are coming up followed by death in reverse? Because it's time for that matriarch within you to kind of make a change, right? To kind of get to this point where it's like, am I going to allow this cycle to repeat again? Am I going to allow good things to kind of be I guess ruined? If I don't say something now, they might be. I might enter into that same pattern of feeling like I have to protect myself, feeling like I have to pull away, um, just things like that. It feels like it has to do with a feminine process. Initiation in reverse. So it's almost like this recognition that you didn't necessarily initiate this. Maybe you're someone who struggles with not blaming yourself, right? A lot of the feminine qualities that are pushed through society and societal programs involves the feminine to guilt herself, to shame herself. I feel some kind of way about that. I definitely feel some kind of way about that because it's this thing of being a person who has um been on the receiving end of that expectation of wanting or needing me to blame myself for your behavior. I don't like that. I really, really don't. I feel like people should be held accountable for their behaviors. I feel like you should be um, working on the courage to say something. If someone's been disrespectful, if someone's been um, just really, I guess you could say, inappropriate in their approach, you should be able to say something. And if people don't allow you to say something, then it's kind of like, you know, do you need to reconsider why you're there? Do you need to reassess exactly what it is you're doing? And I'm wondering if it's you um, changing the way you see someone else, right? I'm wondering if it's you that is finally seeing something from a different perspective. And now you're like, I don't know. I don't know. All right. Or it could be that someone is watching you. Well, I don't want to go with that meaning right now. let me let me recalibrate. Let me reassess exactly what this meaning is. Michael goes, "You don't get to do that." Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes. Um he says my logic is currently flawed. Currently, it's always flawed. What are you talking about? All right. So, okay. All right. So, I someone might be watching and might see. You realize when you have me do messages like this, it tells people who are already fixated on me, it encourages them to fixate more on me. Okay. Okay. This doesn't have to do with me. I feel like I have to do that disclaimer. So there might be someone who's watching you who's wanting to come home to you. They're passionate about this coming home, right? And it's this thing of, oops, sorry. Um, for some of you, you are dealing with a good person that you would welcome as they come home to you, right? As they um, go ahead and reinitiate interactions with you. For many of you, many, um, this is someone that's just obsessed with you, right? They're obsessed with you. And you don't reciprocate that obsession. I know I'm not the only Piscean that has stalkers. You know what I mean? So, you guys, you got to be very, very mindful of the ways in which you allow this information to be received by you and the ways in which you allow this information to be placed upon you by someone else who is cross watching. That is not okay. Behaviors that violate someone else's sovereign space is not okay. It's not okay. If I was the queen of the world, that would earn you a fucking punch to the ball sack. I mean, I'm saying that's appropriate. You're thinking with that? Okay, let's rearrange that. Let's rearrange it and get you to think properly with your right brain. Mhm. I don't take kindly to people who continuously violate sovereign space. I don't take kindly to that at all. At all. Okay. If you're one of those people who justify your disgusting behavior towards someone else because of what I'm reading, I don't like you. I don't like you at all. And I don't care how it makes you feel if I don't like you. Because you don't seem to care how you make other people feel. I don't like you. To everyone else, um, it looks like this might be someone who has been fixated on you for quite some time. It's not necessarily an unhealthy fixation. It could potentially become unhealthy, but for the rest of you, I don't think this is something that's unhealthy yet. I think this is something that someone is trying to make sense of. Like they can't quite figure out um, maybe why they're able to just walk away from anyone except for you. You're the only one they can't walk away from. I mean, they've walked away. I'm assuming this is someone from your past. They walked away and they can't seem to mentally, emotionally, energetically walk away. Physically, they've already walked away. So this is something that they're kind of rehashing everything in their head. And they're kind of getting to a point where it's like it seems like they're trying to find the courage to approach you and kind of just make it known like, "Hey, you're still on my mind and I'm not sure why." So I don't know. Their foundation is in reverse, right? Everything is upside down with what they're dealing with. And I'm wondering if part of why they're fixated on you has more to do with the fact that you are the most consistent person they know. You are consistent in everything that you do. You know what I mean? You're consistent in what you say and the way you behave, like it all lines up. It's like these 2 energies, both are focused on you. One carries an energy of like a stalker, like disgusting, "You fucking pig." Not even joking. And then another carries the energy of someone who's been trying to be mindful, who has been trying their darn tootnest to give you all the space in the world that you could possibly want, to not come around, to not make their presence known, to kind of just respect your boundaries. So these are 2 very, very polar opposites. It's making me hot. It's making me hot. So, I don't know, maybe maybe it's someone that's bipolar. I don't know. Like, no, that's not even a funny joke. Um, I don't know. I think you might the only explanation that I can think of is that you're dealing with multiple people. That this reading is about either 2 completely separate people or there's more than just 2. There's more. I mean, why can't everyone just chill? You know what I mean? Like, why can't people just chill? Why can't people just chill? Why? Why is that so hard? I have no chill, but I try my best to not put it upon other people. I try my best. I really, really try my best. I don't know. This is irking. Okay. So, shadow. This is like someone lurking in the shadows. For some, the disgusting person you're dealing with has a complete lack of respect for you, your space, your sovereignty, everything. They're just mad disrespectful. They are just heavy into that disrespect. Um, I don't know. I feel a darkness rising up from my belly. I'm so tired of people like that. I'm so tired of people like that. Like, I can't even express how tired I am of people who are like that. But see, on the other hand, the other person is someone who absolutely respects your need, your desire, and your need for security, for feeling safe within your space. I need to kind of just I need to get myself a little bit more solid. All right. So, for those of you sensitive to energy, I'm not going to be doing energy work on anyone right now. What I'm needing to do is recalibrate myself and reclaim my space. So, you might begin to feel shifts in energy, shifts in the pressure within your ear. I'm just taking a moment to remind myself who I actually am. And that's an important thing to do whenever you begin to lose sight of exactly your level of integrity in your character. You cannot allow yourself to be a lesser reflection of an already inferior consciousness. And so I need to take a moment to really just feel the truth of who I am, my integrity, and my character. All right. Don't deny what it is that you need. Okay. Allow yourself to be aware of what exactly it is you need, the boundaries that you are needing to set, what you need to do to enforce those boundaries. Allow yourself to be very, very cognitive of the ways in which people will will try and affect your emotions, your moods, your perceptions in order to shift what you believe you deserve. Okay. As someone is watching you do this, the way they see you is changing. I wonder if someone had once seen you as, very almost like weak, meek, and mild, um, very much just this caricature. And I'm wondering if, as they're watching you now, they're seeing the truth of who you actually are. They're beginning to realize how severely they misjudged you, how severely their misunderstanding of you and your character actually is. I think they're seeing you in a position of power within your life. And they like that. They like that. It's almost like this sense of, um, it's this feeling of someone once had maybe a crush on you or something, and, they saw you kind of as just like this aesthetic, and now they're seeing the gravity of why they were so drawn to you. They're seeing your intelligence, they're seeing your passion, they're seeing just all of these things that they have been looking for, but maybe at the time when you were interacting, um, they didn't see that because you were in some cycle of yours and you were hiding these things away. Ooh, I suddenly hear like you're my equal in every way. I'm wondering if this is someone who is finally understanding that they are drawn to you because it's like you're a reflection of all of the things that they wish they could allow to come out of themselves, and they're seeing it come out of you, and their appreciation for you is increasing. Their infatuation with you is becoming a full-blown understanding. It's in the process of becoming a full-blown understanding of actually being madly, deeply in love with you. That's cute. That's cute. They're not playing. Playful in reverse, they're not playing. They're not joking. They're not they're not trying to come forward to play games with you. They're trying to figure out a way to this is the same Mhm. Jesus loves me. Oh, yes, he does. Jesus loves me. Oh, yes, he does. So they're trying to figure out a way to approach you in the most respectful manner. I assume they are wanting and willing to begin really exploring this with you, exploring this connection with you. I don't know what they're going to do or how they're going to approach, but they definitely feel very fragmented in your absence. They feel very, very fragmented, um, like part of them is missing. I have very specific beliefs about, that whole concept of someone is your other half. You are whole. You are a whole being. You came into this life whole. That's why you can continue to exist despite having not known this person exists for much of your life. You are whole. You are a totality unto yourself. Now, this person might be they might be like a reflection, a complementary reflection of you, a reflection of the parts of you that you struggle to acknowledge. It might be that. But are they your other half? No, that's nonsensical. Okay. There are things that are being hidden. Excuse me. There are things that are being hidden from both of you. Let's see. La, 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 la. So, a cat, this is a period where self sufficiency and trust in your own capabilities is necessary. Honor your sensuality by dancing slowly with graceful and easy movements and by enjoying touch and physical intimacy. Listen closely to your intuitive guidance. It's like an ancestor who is one of your spirit guides trying to communicate with you. So, for some, there's absolutely an ancestor trying to communicate with your ass. With your ass, but you have not been listening. No, Marlene is not an ancestor of mine. Are you fucking kidding me? Anywho, this is a period of magic and mystery for you. So pay close attention to signs and omens that will guide and direct you. So there are ancestors that are now being involved in whatever this is. Awesome. That's awesome. Okay. This person, I don't know. It's almost like they swear this loyalty to you, but they don't really know how or why or any of that. Like they don't understand. This is just confusing. This is just, you guys want advice? Do you guys want advice? You want my advice? Do you? Do put in the comments if you want my advice. If you're in this situation and you don't know what to do and you're kind of like confused as to the next way to proceed and, all of that, I can absolutely give you advice. Let me give it to you right now. Do something. Like message, reach out, do something, extend an entire olive tree. Okay, not just a branch, not just a twig. Just do something. Know where you actually stand. Stop with this back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And you've never actually taken the time to interact with the individual so you know exactly where you stand. You know what I'm saying? Like do something about it. Do something about it. Like, I don't know. Okay, here's one thing. Okay. This is probably creepy, but I don't know. Sometimes I'm creepy. So do something. Do this. Do this. Go to their social media. We know we know you check on their social media. Go to their social media and like one of their posts or put a little emoji on one of their posts. Okay? Not a heart, nothing that pushes boundaries. Something like, not a rose either, just like a little smiley face. You know what I mean? Nothing too excited, just like a little smiley face. Or you could even like find one of their funny posts and put LOL. If they block you, you know where you stand. Make sure it's not like some troll account. Make sure that, your face is actually on there so that they know who it is. And if they block you, you know where you stand, right? You know where you stand. So try that out, see how that works. And, if they don't block you, then if they just leave it alone, maybe they didn't see it. Or maybe they're like, what do you want? Like, what are you doing? Okay. If they like your comment or your emoji or whatever, then it's almost this thing of like they are very subtly inviting you to interact. Very, very subtly inviting you to interact. Now, I wouldn't message them right away because then you might freak someone out. If they don't respond to your emoji or your LOL, maybe in another day or so, you could go ahead and do another emoji on another post. Nothing too old because then they're going to think you're going through all of their shit and you're being weird. That's always weird when someone comments on a picture from like 5 years ago. What the fuck? How much did you have to scroll through my shit to get a 5-year-old picture? Don't be weird. Don't make it awkward. So, has to be something recent, okay? And then, so in a few days, go ahead and like something else. And then if they still don't respond to that, they're still probably like, "What are you doing? Like, what is this?" And at that point, maybe after like 3 emojis, um, you can like message like, "Hi, you popped up on my Facebook." No, don't lie. You could just be like, "Hi, how are you?" And then you can see from there. Okay? Do something. Don't just keep sitting there. Y'all are making my ears itch. You're making my ears itch is what it is. So this is someone who's not having any success and they're trying to figure out how to approach. Like, do I do any of that? No. I don't. I'm not, you know, I'm not going to be doing no emojis. I'm not going to be liking your posts. I'm not going to be doing any of that. I'm just going to stay in my lane, not go on your profile because I assume my logic might be flawed, but I've always had this logic. This is why I don't go on people's profiles. It's very, very rare. I assume that you can feel the way I can feel when someone's been on my profile scrolling through all my shit. So I assume that you would know, and so I'm gonna just leave that alone. And for those who are like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do to Emmy, my entire personal profile is private. I'm just saying. I regularly go into the settings and limit my past posts. Not only do I do that 3 times back to back to back, I also then go to my profile and I click view ads and I see how the public sees my profile. So, your girl is immune. You go to my business page and you do that. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. As a matter of fact, I have not limited my past posts in like un momento, por favor. I need to make sure that I just, Michael goes, "Why are you like this?" Because shut your face, bro. Mind your business, Michael. Who invited you over here? What? There is nothing wrong with my behavior. I'm just limiting my past posts. What is wrong with that? What is wrong with that? I barely even post at this point. Yeah, some people be too much. Some people. Okay. Unconditional love. The love boat. Soon we'll be taking another run. Okay. So, unconditional love. Unconditional love needs to first be applied to the self before you could ever apply it to someone else. You also need to begin believing in yourself and believing in your ability to overcome the things you need to overcome. So, someone is watching you, regardless of what you do, someone is watching you. That's not news. People are always watching you. Okay. As a Piscean, as an empath, we already both know people are always watching you. No biggie. But see, here's this thing where someone who's watching right now has tremendous amounts of hope. Better not be someone stalkerish. They're hoping. They're hoping. Um, Okay. So their emotions are all upside down. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to approach you. They're like, oh, but Emmy, they're my mirror. Good. You know, you can get a mirror for like 50 cents at the store. You know what I'm saying? There are many people who can be your mirror. Many, many, many people can be your mirror. Is this a thing of your soul is guiding you, really encouraging you to interact with this individual? Or is it a case of you are trying to utilize somewhat spiritual sounding concepts to lay claim on your fair maiden? I'm just saying, like, be honest with yourself. What is this really about? Are you trying to take ownership of someone? Are you planning something, plotting something? Are you fixated because you've never had someone reject you? Is that what it is? Is this person fixated on you because you're the first person ever, ever? I love that. To ever not jump on the opportunity to get more attention from them. And maybe that's the thing. Maybe they see you as someone who is so different from everyone else because that's what they're accustomed to. People just jumping at the opportunity to, get more attention from them, really going out of their way, just out of their way to impress this person. I don't give a shit if you're impressed, please. If you're not already impressed with what you see right now, fuck you and your attention. Are you serious? We don't need your attention. Are you kidding me? We have so many stalkers already. Like maybe you need to start living in that mindset of like, fuck you and your attention. I don't care. Because really, though, I mean, they're watching so intensely. They're watching so intensely. Ew. Ew. I like, ew. Oh my God. I got this weird sense that they love that. That they Oh my God. They like that you are just like, I don't care. And that you actually mean it. Ew. Ew. I don't know, you guys. I don't know what you're dealing with, but mhm. Mhm. I'm gonna just stay in my lane. Mhm. And like Ocean says, I'm gonna sip my water. I'm gonna just leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna, what else? I'll tell you what else. I'm gonna go ahead and spray my face with some I'm gonna just spray myself like that. Let me let that dry a little bit. Okay. I'm just this reading is going to all hell right now. The deeper levels and layers of hell. Just saying. I'm gonna tuck my hair behind my ears because I need to be able to hear the bullshit coming out my mouth. I need to be able to hear my own bullshit coming out my mouth right now. This is about a cosmic connection. Guys, I can't with this. This is a mirrored soul who has a cosmic connection to you. That's fine. Let them have their moment. Yes. Yes. Okay. I mean, Marlene, get out of my room for real. Marlene. Oh, thank you, Sorta Cinderella. You know, last night you totally missed the private conversation that I was having with the Soul Sanctuary people, my members of my ministry area, the participants. And it was funny because I was talking about animals and the way they respond to me. And I just be like a low key Disney princess. People don't be knowing this. Like animals just are drawn to me in some weird ass way. I'm like a low key Disney princess. I'm just saying. One of the ones with attitude. I'm definitely not going to be an Ariel. You know what I'm saying? I don't have it in me to like mutilate my body and give my voice away to a witch just to please a guy. I'm just saying. I'm like, if you're not willing to jump into the ocean and risk drowning just to be beside me, like maybe I don't even really like you. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Like it's important for us to have that level of standard. If you're not willing to lose yourself, I'm just kidding about that. You don't have to drown for me. But here's the thing, if you can't even swim, what the fuck are you trying to do? Because I'm not leaving the ocean. What are you trying to do? You're going to hurt yourself in this process. It's not me that's going to hurt you. It's you that's going to hurt yourself, right? Oh, Michelle, you're a psychic medium. You didn't realize that I am too. I'm shutting off your third eye, and you can't stop me. You feel the pressure in your head? You feel that weird grumbling in your belly? I've also clamped your solar plexus. Mm. New rule. We have a new rule. If you go ahead and you comment on my Facebook live stream and you are trying to engage my people to solicit services, no, not you, Michelle P. I'm talking about Michelle Valley, Miss Psychic Medium and Astrology Reader. You're picking up a lot of energy from someone's pictures and you feel drawn to them. So here's the thing, not you, Michelle P. New rule. This is the Emmy evolving rule. You do that, you comment something like that on my Facebook live stream. First and foremost, you are banned. Secondly, I'm crushing your third eye and clamping your solar plexus. You're going to need to find another orphan to fix that. And I promise you, there's only a handful of us and we would never betray each other. Whatever an orphan clamps, another oraf will not undo. Do you know what that means? You're going to have to come to me to fix it. That's what's going to happen. It's reversible if I choose to do it. So, good luck with that. Go to someone else's live stream who doesn't give a shit about the people who share space with them. Here, I absolutely give a shit. Don't fuck with my people, whether on Facebook or YouTube. You don't fuck with my people. If people come to me because they trust me, they're part of my people. You don't fuck with my people or I fuck with you. And you can't stop me. People need to start having all of these consequences. And if you're really a psychic medium, why can't you read me? Why can't you know that this is how I'll react? Because you're full of shit. That's why. That's why. Because you don't even lack the capacity to know when you're outranked and don't have the capacity to do anything to whatever I want to do to you. Be careful. You might pick the wrong one on the right day. I'm the wrong one every fucking day. Every fucking day. It would behoove you to never return back to the Emmy evolving page. It would behoove you. Okay? Unless you're a slow learner. I have patience for slow learners. You have a couple more chakras I can clamp. Eventually, you'll learn. I'm willing to teach you. It's about respect, y'all. It is about respect. Respecting the sanctity of the space that people create for themselves and their people. You see, this is not a tarot channel. This is church. You don't enter onto hallowed grounds acting a fucking demonic fool. Again, come back here. You'll pick the wrong one on the right day because I'm the wrong one every fucking day. Every day. And I'll pick and choose who I'll respond to. But I'll never allow that type of behavior. Never. 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 No. All right. Transformation. Allowing yourself to be transformed by the situation that's been placed in front of you, right? Allow yourself to shift and move and sway within your space. Sometimes you got to be nice because that's what's appropriate for the situation. Other times you got to reach that Emmy level of fuck around and find out. You will know exactly which one to go to and when, what degree of intensity you'll need to tap into. People need to learn consequences for their behaviors. They absolutely do. They need to learn consequences. Why do you think this space is so sacred? Why do you think you feel so safe? Because I will never compromise the integrity of this space just to what? Not look abrasive. I am fucking abrasive. I will sand down the parts of you that are trying to stick out and poke the shit out of my people. You don't want to be sanded down? Don't come around here. Bottom line. That's the bottom line. And absolutely, my behaviors and my decisions of how I behave and conduct myself, they carry an effect. For every causation I choose, I will be the only one who will have to accept the effect. I'm willing to. I'm absolutely willing to. Because again, I'm not here to be an influencer. I'm not here to be some social media guru. I'm here as a powerful woman, a goddess in the flesh, simply inviting you to witness me on my journey. And that's it. There's no ulterior motives. And so I can be exactly who I am and have no fear of the ramifications of being me. Because guess what? I finally entered into a space within my journey where the only option I have is to be myself. And when you come around disrespectful as fuck, you best believe, baby, this is what you'll get. This is what you'll get. Because this is who the fuck I am. Yeah. Psychic medium. Why didn't you see the darkness inside me? You didn't see the shadows? Oh, that's so sad. You might want to work on your abilities a bit more before you start approaching people to offer services that you're incapable of properly and safely providing. However, y'all, if you would like to book a session, I have quite a few students at this point who are certified, and I can vouch for their accuracy, their ability, their integrity. I absolutely can vouch for them. Amazing, highly skilled, can read so well, and can also correct all of the energetic things that need to be corrected within your field. I have quite a few people who are certified. I want to say I think about 30 people at this point are certified, and I have several more cycles to go. You really need help, you really need guidance, and you can't wait for a session with me? Go to one of my students. They're amazing. I taught them myself. I taught them myself. And it's not a course that's automated. No, it's a hands-on course. I'm there with you every class, instructing, lecturing, providing opportunities for clinicals in order for you to show me that you're capable of harnessing this energy that I'm teaching you to harness with integrity. You see, y'all? It's not just about, I'm the only one that can do this or that. I'm the only one you can book sessions with. No. Consider my students. They're amazing. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. And one of the things they've learned, first and foremost, the thing that we emphasize the heaviest, self-defense. Not only are they capable of defending themselves, they're also taught and obligated to defend you as you share space with your session. Isn't that amazing? I'm not talking about people who are just claiming shit. I'm talking about people who actually are the shit. You see, it's not enough for you to show up in class. You have to show me you can actually do what I'm teaching you to do, or you don't get certified. And my standards, fucking ridiculous. My standards are ridiculous, and every single one of my students, they go beyond the standard. So, absolutely, you need a session, pick one of my students. They're amazing. They know how to take care of you, and they have the integrity to do what you need, not what they can sell you, but what you need. Fucking amazing. Amazing. I'm such a proud mama bear. They are amazing. So, how about this? K33 CP, why don't we do this? Okay. For those of you who are sensitive to energy, I'm going to be asking whoever of my students are on the live, and they don't have to identify themselves, but whoever in K33CP, activate your AOK, please. Start generating a charge and allow some non-specific induction. With non-specific induction, this will always respect the sovereignty of your sacred space. It's up to your higher self whether or not you will feel it. Most of you will probably feel it. Allow yourself, K33CP, allow yourself to have your presence be known. That's the energy right there. Ooh. Mm. You feel that excitement, but also peace at the same time. Mm. Mm-hmm. It's a beautiful feeling. It's a feeling that leads to a knowing that you're going to be fine, that you are protected, you are supported. It's a beautiful feel. K33CP. Shift from non-specific induction to defensive posturing. And you feel that shift? I'm not doing any energy, anything. Those are my students. And you feel that fuck around and find out energy? Badass. I'm telling you, my students are badass. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm. All right, K33CP, please discharge. Allow yourself to return back to a state of non-specific induction until the excess charge has been released. Cube yourself up. You did really, really well. You did really, really well. They make me so proud. It's ridiculous how proud I am of them. It's a lot of work to do a certification program. My students make it so worth it. They make it so worth it. So worth it. Gives me hope for the rest of the world. It helps me to really, really just accept that we actually will be okay. That there are enough people who carry within them the level of integrity that it's necessary to truly change the world and make it something just phenomenal. So if you would like to book a session with my students, simply email us, email my team. I'll get together the list of students who are, willing to accept bookings, and I'll connect you guys. Absolutely. Absolutely. I have some of the most gifted individuals that I have the honor of calling my student. I don't even see them as students, if we're going to be honest. I have quite a few gifted individuals who are my equals and who have honored me with the opportunity to help them remember how to access those gifts. That's how I feel about it. That's how I see it. So if you'd like to book a session with them, email me, contact@emmyevolving.com. I've been trying to talk them into launching their own websites so that you can contact them directly. It's a work in progress. It's a work in progress, definitely. So, intuition in reverse. For some of us, this could mean that your intuition is kind of upside down at the moment, like you're not fully understanding what it is your soul is trying to communicate with you. That's okay. You'll fix that. You'll get that right side back up. But you have to be very, very careful about who you allow to get in your head. Okay? It is not uncommon for people to try and get you with a reading, and then they will go ahead and tell you all of this really just nonsensical bullshit just to sell you more and more and more sessions. Fear-based purchasing is not okay. There's nothing divine about that, right? There's nothing divine about that at all. So there are people who will see you in a way that will really help you to get a better sense of who you are. So, what I mean by that, there are those who will see how powerful you are, and they will absolutely believe that power they witness coming from you. And because they believe you to be powerful, they will then use you as a benchmark, a way to test their own abilities. That's what people like to do to me all the time. Whatever. Excuse me. When someone's view of you is something that is used to try and justify their attempts to harm you, excuse me, it's because they believe how strong you are. They believe in you and your abilities more than you believe in yourself. So Michael is again trying to shift the conversation to this thing of he says that right there, that display of sovereign power, that display of knowing and understanding and accepting the gravity of you is the very thing that draws people to you. Okay. Are you talking to me in particular, or is this for everyone? Is this a message for everyone, or is it just me in particular? Okay. He says, especially for me, but it can be applied to all of us. So that's the thing. you're drawing people to you because you're finally starting to step into your full power. And as you step into your full power, people begin to realize just how amazing your juju actually is, right? Let them misunderstand you and then regret that misunderstanding. That's some life advice right there. I've long since stopped trying to better explain myself to people because they don't understand me and now they're hateful of me. Hate me all you want. I don't care. I don't care. You don't like me? Boo-hoo. You're still here. So clearly, that's self inflicted. That irritation is because of you. You're irritated with yourself because you can't stay away. That's none of my business. That's none of my business. Well, I mean, what if they're going to try and do something harmful? Yeah, that's none of my business either. Because guess what? All of my energy goes towards cultivating my skills, my abilities that keep me safe, that protect me, that shield me from people's nonsensical caca. They don't get any of my energy. If you can shift your existence from one where you are simply trying to mitigate people's attempts to an existence where people's attempts just will not reach you, period. I mean, the amount of power you're wielding over yourself and your life, you're authorized to do that. You know that, right? You are authorized to wield that type of power over yourself and your life. You have that authority. Like, for example, right now, there's someone in the audience who's aiming for my chest. Nothing's getting through. I'm aware of what you're doing. You're watching on Facebook. I'm aware of what you're doing. You're not in the live stream. You're watching it from outside thinking I won't know. I'm aware of what you're doing. And you see how it's not affecting me at all? You feel that heat though? Michael's aware too. See, you're feeling a heat in front of you towards the belly, and then you're feeling an inferno in back of you. That's my twin ray. Now you're feeling it across your throat. That's also my twin ray. I wonder what they're going to do to you. None of my energy will be wasted on your correction. There's other things that do that for me. Do you see? You don't have to funnel your energy towards other people's bullshit. Save it all for your growth, for the cultivation of your skills. Let whoever is watching watch you. Let them change the way they see you. Some will change it for the better, some will change it for the worse. Yeah, no, I completely understand that some people will hear what I just said and be like, "Oh my god, she's so evil and she's scary." I'm only scary if you're trying to do something to me. Was that your intention? You didn't build up the courage yet to attempt to harm me? Because there's plenty of other people who will watch us and be like, "Whoa, I need to tap into my power like that." Because they have no malicious intent. None. They're usually the people who are the receiver of other people's malicious intent. So, the way you receive me is very indicative of where you are within your journey. Still has nothing to do with me. Still is none of my concern, none of my business. What I need to always focus on is growing myself and cultivating my gifts in such a way that are in alignment with my integrity and my soul's purpose. I promise you, if you can get to a space where that is your only focus, And regardless of what type of interactions are sent to you as a distraction, and you can just maintain your space of like, no, this is my space. No, I'm not letting that in. Nope. More and more people will be drawn to you because you become the light in the darkness. Even if you're just this dying ember in a completely pitch black space, a dying ember glows so bright. So bright. It's about understanding that if you are in an environment of nothing but synthetic lighting, artificial light, that ember is drowned out. It's drowned out. It's not something that gets the full appreciation that it deserves. You have a value, you have a worth. Some people watch you because they understand that value, they appreciate it, they love it, they're loving you. And other people watch it because they try and look for a way to synthesize it, to steal it from you. Has anyone ever been able to successfully steal the sun? No. Does the moon carry less value than the sun in the darkness? Things like the hunter's moon, that's a full moon. And it's a moon so large and so bright that once upon a time, the hunters would use that moon to secure more food before winter arrives. There is an intrinsic value to the moon as well. It does not pale in comparison to the sun. It has a different value for a different time, a different purpose. Understand you are the moon and the sun within yourself. You are both. I used to think I was an introvert. And then people used to witness me and be like, no, girl, you're extroverted. Now I realize and accept I am an ambivert. I can be both. Depends on the environment I'm in. If I'm in an environment that's very dark, I will emulate more of that lunar energy. Why? Because I don't need to impress anyone. I will allow myself to glow just enough to help those in darkness find their way without harming their sight. In environments with artificial light, I'll be the sun. Because no matter how many kilowatts you use, you will never outshine me in my truth. I am what I am. I am what I am, a celestial being in a physical body. That's okay. I can be both. I can be both, and I can be witnessed and received as both. So can you. So can you. So entering into that shadow self, right? Allowing yourself to go deep into that valley of shadows within yourself, not because you're trying to harvest some type of evil within you. Darkness is not intrinsically evil. What you do with that darkness, your intentions, your intent to harm another is what makes it evil. I'm made of shadow. The most sacred space on this earth is encased in shadow. What space is that? Your mother's womb. What other space would it be? You grew and were formed in darkness. You telling me darkness is evil? That's a lie. It's what you do with that darkness that gives it that evil or goodness, right? It's time to let go of all these old patterns, all of these old limitations that have kept you confined to this very limited perception of who you are. I'm assuming that this person that's watching you, what? I'm assuming this person that's watching you is someone that loves you just as you are. Yep. All of this right here. All right. So the way they see you is changing. I think they're gaining even more clarity, on the gravity of their need for your presence, right? Soul separation in reverse. So if it's talking about separation and it's in reverse, that's telling me that the separation, that there is a want, a desire for that separation to be done. 4 is a number of self, 7 is a number of completion. 4 plus 7 is 11, which is a number of divinity. That is the planning of the first steps of that journey. So 1010 is the initial awareness of this sacred journey needing to take place. 1111 is the planning of how you're going to do that journey. And then 1212 are the first actual steps that you are taking on that journey. So 11, I think someone is really trying to figure out the ways in which to properly and respectfully approach you. I think this is someone. So in this image, does the green one look feminine and the blue one look masculine? Because look, the green one has their eyes closed, right? And the blue one is looking at them. Look at this image right here. Oh my God. Oh my God. Like just watching you with so much consternation, so much just heaviness, this heaviness that lives within them because of that miscalculation. They miscalculated. And I assume now they actually understand. It was a total miscalculation. So part of me is like, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to be honest. Part of me is totally like, I don't give a fuck. That's their problem. Right? Because like, I really don't want to deal with any kind of stuff like that. But then there's this other part of me, which is Michael. Michael, who is like, you need to take into consideration some of the survival tactics that people employ. These trauma triggers, trauma responses. Sometimes the gravity of you triggers such a traumatic response in the individual because you carry within you the capacity to forever change their life, the trajectory of their learning, their ability to love and receive love. So it's this thing of they didn't throw you away, they ran away because you scared them. Michael says it's important to note that's not your fault, but it's just this need to finally understand exactly what went on with that dynamic, because again, it has to do with trauma responses, right? These trauma responses that cause you to now reflect that assumption of rejection because you're protecting yourself from experiencing that again, experiencing once again this feeling, this assumption that they're going to throw you away. Oh, sorry, guys. There was a bug. They didn't throw you away. You weren't the throwaway. They put you in some type of, wow, that's sad. That's sad. So it's this sense of, they put you in a glass curio so that the hands they perceive to be filthy and unworthy of touching you, would not taint you in some way. They didn't throw you away. They put you in a curio to admire you from a distance. That's sad. That's actually very sad. Very, very sad. So I don't know what you need to do about it. I really don't. I'm not the best person to ask for advice when it comes to this type of topic. I'm just not. I'm not a good person to give advice for this type of topic just because I'm a little bit gangster. Baby, I'm a gangster too, and it takes two to tango. Dance with me, dance with me. Don't ask me about this. So, reborn from shadow. I'm assuming someone is entering into their shadow space and they're needing to be reborn from it. Right now, they're upside down within that shadow work that they're doing. A lot of the shadow work that's being done has a lot to do with retrieving some of their self worth. They feel like they don't have enough to offer you to come forward. I don't know. I don't know. Galactic assistance. Ask some aliens to come help. Sorry. Ask the aliens to help you out. No, I'm just kidding. So it's this sense of, for that galactic assistance, really allowing the astrological placement of things, planetary alignments to help you make sense of exactly what this is, right? So it's like they're trying to get better sense, a better idea of how to do this. I mean, I already gave you guys advice in the beginning, right? Just do something. Jesus Christ. Do the emoji plan. That's the emoji plan. I'm telling you, if they like you, they'll totally fall for it. If they like you, they will totally fall for it and they will totally interact with you in the comments, or they might even privately message you themselves. They will initiate the conversation. But don't be mad at me if they block you because this is a general reading. It's not, I can't give anyone specific 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 advice, right? There's a lot of frequency. It is it's almost like this trauma induced accretion. It's like this trauma induced secretion that is being sent through their kundalini pathways. So this is tremendous process that someone is in. They're looking for direction. They're looking for direction. What if you don't follow them on any social media platform? I mean, I think it would be too much to go ahead and follow someone, right? Like, you don't have to follow them. You just have to be able to interact with their post. I don't know. I would personally be freaked out if you don't follow me and we have this like complex history of some kind and then you suddenly follow me. You have to like slowly dip me into that. You would need to slowly dip me into that by first interacting with some of my posts. Like just very gentle, a single emoji, like the hands up or I don't know. No roses, no hearts of any color. Those would be weird. You could do like a crystal ball. um, I don't know. Um, I don't know. You do something like that, something that's very um, like vanilla, you know? Um, yeah, you just got to be gentle. Got to be gentle. Like, let me look at my emojis and see what would be all right. Animals, like a laughing cat would be good. Um, the monkey is cute. No kissy faces, nothing that involves tongues on emojis because that will definitely weird me the fuck out. I'm just saying. I'm just saying nothing that involves hearts. Um, you can do the hand gestures. That would maybe work. A baby kookaburra. Let's see. Like no body parts. That would be freaky. You could do like a fairy. That might be okay. Um, if you are really like, if you're very witty, I would totally do, um, I would totally do this emoji. This would totally get my attention and I would just be cracking up. Hold on. Hold on. I sent it to my husband. And if he is not watching this live stream, he's going to be like, what the fuck is that? See, now he's calling me. Hello. Okay. Okay. Bye. So this is the emoji that I sent him. Okay. Like, because if you comment that, I'd be like, where are you going? What are you looking for? Are you looking for something? Like, do you need help with something? That would be a good one. Um, I'm telling you, they'd be like, what the fuck is this? That one's a really good one now that I think about it. What's another good one? Okay, this right here is also a really good one because then they're going to be like, it's going to get them to be I'm so fucking charming, right? This one right here, right? They're gonna be like, what the fuck? And then if they ask you, like, what does that mean? You'd be like, I'm slowly trying to enter into your life. I would be like, okay, that's kind of cute. What's another one? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. The sloth one is also a good one. So you could just like slowly re-enter. I'm telling you, I'm just so witty. Y'all are lucky I'm not a man. I would totally I would totally be like, "Mhm." This one's also a good one, the tornado, and they'll be like, "What the fuck does that mean?" And you'd be like, "I'm just trying to match your energy. I love your chaos." Oh my god. No food stuff because people are just fucking weird when it comes to food stuff. Um, you could do the ballet slippers, and it would be like, "What the fuck is the ballet slippers?" And you'd be like, "I'm just trying to gracefully tiptoe around so that you don't block me." Okay, I think that's it. I think that's it. We don't wanna get too deep into all of this. We don't. We don't. Um, yeah. Yeah, we don't. We wanna just leave it at that. Leave it at that. You know what I mean? Like, if you are down to receive their punishment, if you're open to, them punishing you for a little bit for whatever happened between you, just as, like, um your way of offering an olive branch, I would go ahead and comment a piñata. And they're like, "What is that?" And you'd be like, "Oh, it's a piñata. I don't mind if you beat me a little. If you handle me a little bit rough for a little bit. Like, I promise you, when I break open, have all this sweet stuff for you." I'm just saying you could totally offer the leaf like that, where it's like, you know, like, it's all good. I know I pissed you off. It's all good. I'm willing to tolerate some of your attitude. It's all good. You guys, let me know how this works, okay? If you like if you guys do this, you gotta let your girl know, like, how did it work? Did it work good? Like, what's up? I'm so afraid of emojis because one time someone sent me a whole bunch of emojis, and I was like, "What is this, like, celebration? Like, what is that?" And it is just, like, a whole bunch of food and then, like, celebratory stuff, like that trumpet with, like, the glittery stu and I was just I don't understand what that means. This was years ago. And then so I was gonna ask my son, but I was like, I don't know. My son might think I'm weird." And then I was, like, asking one of my younger friends, and I was like, "Do you know what this means?" And he was like, "Yeah, it means you need to block them." And I was like, "What does it mean?" He goes, "You don't wanna know." So I'm not one to use emojis with, just so you know. Okay? Yeah, so in a sense, maybe you don't quite know your effect on people, on the person. I'm wondering if maybe you don't quite know what your effect is. There's something about you that causes them to, excuse me, recognize their soul journey is upside down. I think for some, not all, but for some, this does not apply to stalkers. I want to make that very, very clear. This does not apply to stalkers. Fuck stalkers. Okay. But for some, it's this thing of like your presence really, really encourages them to continue growing. Cartwheeling. Oh my God. It might just be me, Elijah. I would totally receive that as someone trying to show me like random sexual positions. I'd be like, ooh, oh my God. That's how I would receive that. But again, my mind goes to places that most people's minds don't go to. That might be received as cute for someone else. For me, I'd be like, what the hell does that mean? Is that an invitation for something? That's too much. That's how I would receive that. So card number 7, new dimensions. It feels like someone is entering into a new space within their life. It's like, oops, it's like this thing of having gone through a period of grief. Like they were grieving something. And then now they're like trying to come forward and, be all chummy. They don't know how to be though. I don't know. I'm not the person to ask, yo. No, Marlene. Go away. She's like me. Can I share something? No, you cannot share something. You can share something in my ear. That's about it. All right. Ooh. Okay. So change. Michael's like, can you just indulge her this one time? Okay, fine. So guys, say hi to Marlene. Marlene is here. She's like, I just want my presence known. All right. Say hi to Marlene, everyone. She's here. So card number 5, Dance of the Butterfly Queen. A pure heart and sincere love attracts divine grace. With the grace of Kuan Yin, Butterfly Queen, that which was impossible becomes possible. From caterpillar to winged creature of delight, you cannot retain what divine grace ordains, no matter how incredible it may seem, or restrain, not retrain, retain. Whatever has been troubling you or whatever has been inspiring you, allow grace to infuse the situation or dream so that it may unfold with divine perfection. Allow the butterfly queen to dance. She will bring healing and grace to your life situation now, with lightness of step and grace in her heart. Divine grace flows through the butterfly queen with lightness of touch and with great joy. She bestows blessings of healing, empowerment, and liberation. It flows to those in genuine need and who are ready to receive it. There are no limits to what is possible with divine grace. It's a power that the butterfly queen Kuan Yin allows to flow through the pure channel of her heart. Kuan Yin encourages you to be ready to receive her grace and choose to let go of striving and instead turn to your heart, calling out to unconditional divine love and beloved Kuan Yin to dance her grace through your life. Divine grace is not suddenly having a valuable lesson taken away from you. It is the intervention of compassionate, unconditionally loving divine intelligence that helps you to realize you have learned what you can, and now it's time for you to be assisted out of the situation. Oh, that is actually super sweet, to be lifted up into a new vibrational experience. So it's like, remember I was saying that someone was going through like this grieving period and they're having such a difficult time. And, this is saying that, it's not bad to have some intervention and compassion that you need to be assisted out of the situation. Turn your mind to the expectation of peaceful resolution and inspirational assistance. Let go of deep feelings of unworthiness that require that you must continue to struggle with limited resources on your own. Oh, that's really sad. That's really sad. It's like, it's not just sad to have limited financial, material resources, right? It's also extremely sad to have limited emotional support resources, where you don't have that type of support that you need to be able to process in the most gentle, most safest manner possible the things that are hurting your heart so deeply. Surrender false notions that allowing others to assist you is dependency, whether these others are in human form or spiritual form on the inner planes. It is interdependence to allow yourself to be assisted and to assist others. You are not handling, or you are not handing over your power. You are allowing empowered divine relationship to make your power grow so that you can rise above and be blessed. Butterfly Queen urges you now to let the heaviness of the situation go. Allow your heart to become light as air, as though her butterfly dance was tickling your heart so lightly now. Her grace is teaching you to, her grace is reaching you now. So, it's hard. People struggle with so much, so consistently, and it's hard to know how far to go, what to do. Um, I don't know. I don't know the answer. I don't know the answer. Oh, you guys, thank you for this, Lindsay. We're winding down to the last few days of our Florida Indian River Groves fundraiser for Soulwork Synergistics. The funds from this fundraiser will go towards all of the local programs and the community programs that we're working on launching for you guys. These are programs that are completely free. So if you'd like to check it out, go to floridaindianrivergroves.com/e-commerce /1029533. And that's how you can support our ministry. I hear amazing, amazing things about Florida Indian River Groves. They have amazing fruit that is picked fresh and delivered, I believe, within 24 hours of being picked off the tree. They have quite a few different things that they offer. So if you could check that out, that would be amazing. I do need to get going. I don't know. There's this part of me that's kind of just like, um, I want everyone to feel okay, you know? It's hard to ask for help and support when you don't have the proper people around to ask whom aren't going to judge or condemn you. Yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing. It's like, as I'm still working through my own personal stuff, it is a struggle for me to be as present and as available as I would like to be for people. But it's like I just feel such a huge tug on my heart to figure out a way to provide a space for um, those who struggle with that very thing of being able to ask for help, of being able to lean on people, at the very least emotionally, lean on them for a period just so you can, get yourself all nice and steady. This world is just difficult to navigate. We'll get through it. I know we will. We will get through it and things will be perfectly fine. And we'll learn and we'll grow and we'll do so together. Yeah. It's yeah. I wish I had better answers, something more concrete, something that could actually help you completely alter the trajectory of your journey. But maybe it doesn't need to be altered right now. Maybe right now is when you're learning the most. Being immersed in the most difficult situations is when I learn the most about myself and my life and the people in my life. So maybe it's not appropriate for me to make it a goal to intervene, interfere, right? What's the difference between intervention and interference? Intervention is needed, it's asked for, and it's welcomed in. Interference is you impressing upon someone else your perception of what they would need and want, and trying to force them into agreement. We'll get to a point where we'll feel so solid within ourselves that we can intervene and prevent people's unnecessary struggles. I think right now, though, all of us, myself included, needs to really focus on needs to focus on allowing ourselves to be um, focused on our own healing. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. So I got to get going. Please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. Join me when I'm live. I will see y'all again very, very, very soon. Bye, everyone.